So, you ever have one of those spots where it's always nagging at you, and you know if you go to take the time to check out that spot, you're more than likely than not wasting your morning. But if you don't check it out, it's gonna nag at you forever, because you're always gonna wonder. That's what we're doing this morning. I know this might look silly, but my nephew and I'll pull a trophy elk off of that ridge that's over our tree. And it just goes to show elk are where you find them. I'm just repositioning my tripod, so to speak. I'm not gonna spend too long here. A lot more aspens on this ridge than I remember. You know, I feel like I'm literally just spinning my wheels. On my way in, I was getting the vibe that a lot of trucks are pulling off on what looked like wintering range to me. You know, and this is my first year hunting this area, and everybody else I think has been hunting here for years, so maybe they know something I don't. You know, you figure the elk will stay up high, and we're about 9,500 feet. You figure the elk will stay up high until it's either too snowy or too cold. I don't think it's either of that yet. I have seen one other hunter, and he was off on his four-wheeler down a 50-inch trail. So maybe he figures the same thing I'm figuring, that the elk are still up high in some range. But I get the vibe that a lot of hunters are down lower. God, I hate road hunting. Well, we are at that ridge we were at a couple days ago. I wanted to come out here yesterday, but I didn't because I couldn't get out here before first light, so I went where I did. That one hunter I saw yesterday, I didn't actually see him, I just saw his truck, but I kind of figured where he might have gone. And as I was leaving, I heard one dull gunshot from approximately this direction. If I had to make a guess, I think him and a buddy or two scouted out something beforehand. They came up here and spotted for him, and then he made his play yesterday. I don't know that. But I couldn't make it out here before first light yesterday, but today we obviously are. First light, I think, is about an hour and a half from now. So we'll see what we can see. So, I haven't seen anything. And I've been thinking about it. Maybe I can zoom this in. There we go. I've been thinking about it. And I got two ideas here. One is that I can go tomorrow, which is the only day I can do it. I can go back to an area that I went during archery and rifle and see if any elk have came in there yet. And I'm kind of hesitant too, because I didn't see anything during neither of those seasons back in there, though you think you would. Or I could start dropping lower in altitude. Maybe there's more food down lower. I just don't know anymore. I might check out one area today on my way out. Dave was telling me about an area, approximate location of the unit where he sometimes finds sheds. So maybe that would be a place to look. Maybe it's all about more food down lower. But we're probably at about 9,500 feet right now. Barely any snow. And ain't no elk. At least not that I can see. But at least I gave this area a good effort. Well, here's another shot of the mountain sunrise before we leave. Oh, and who doesn't like a mountain sunrise? But you can see the shadow line right here, so as the sun comes overhead, this will drop lower and lower and lower. So if there were any elk in here, they'd shift over that way and out completely once the sun hits. But I've been glassing all over all the edges. Nothing. In the trees in there too, you can glass in the aspens a bit better. Wouldn't look since the leaves drop, but I don't see anything. Well, the missus can rest easy knowing I didn't drive up that again this morning. Steeper than it looks on camera. Well, we're about 8,400 feet now instead of 9,500 feet. I don't know if this was a good idea or not. I'm full of ideas. Trouble is, most of them suck. Well, I saw 3 other hunters since I relocated. One on the highway, where I just was. Another glassing where I was about 3 days ago. And another one just up the hill, coming out empty-handed. At this point,
Safe to say we don't know what we're doing. Nope. We don't know where the elk are, and that's the thing. Finding the elk. It will be an accomplishment just to find an elk herd. Maybe the elk herd. Or just an elk herd. Never mind a spike. If finding a spike out of that herd is a completely separate issue. And a hard one too. Oh, I'm running out of ideas. I'm running out of ideas. I only have one, maybe two more ideas. I have to hope that hunting elk across all seasons makes you a better hunter. I mean, you learn the elk are doing something different every time, every stage of the year. They're doing something different. What they're doing in July is different than August, which is different than September, which is different than October, which is different than November. Every month the elk are doing something different. So I have to hope that hunting across all seasons, not just one season, but all seasons, makes you a better, well-rounded hunter. But if that were true, I might have punched my tag by now. Oh, I don't know what to do anymore. I think I'm just gonna head back to the house now. The only thing I can think of right now is to go back where I last saw elk, which is probably the first thing I should have did. The only reason why I didn't is because all that was there was one 5x5, nice fronts, but 5x5, and 3 or 4 cows. Late rut. They're doing something different right now. So I don't know. Out of ideas. I'll have to sleep on it. What if the elk never left private? Is that possible? I think during rifle the bulk of them moved off to a very large tract of private land. I think they did. What if they never left? Seems like a cop-out, but I wonder if that's the case.